Hafid everybody, I'm Sabrina Salas Matanani with the latest on containing COVID. According to the latest numbers from the Joint Information Center, the number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 on Guam have risen by 1. Those were the results from Friday. There are now 136 confirmed cases of COVID-19 on Guam with 110 recoveries and 5 deaths. Once we get the very latest numbers from the Joint Information Center from testing that was conducted on Saturday, we will pass that along on all of our social media platforms. Meanwhile, the governor says although the numbers seem optimistic, it has triggered discussions on Guam's economic recovery plan, which she says will be gradual.
And as a result of that, I've been looking at this. So since April 7th, we've been seeing a sustained low number in terms of positive cases, and our trajectory is very, very, very low. So several things has been triggered. One is that we are going to do more tests out there. We're going to do more tests using FDA-approved test kits. We have the capacity that we are building, and we will be able to test more. As a result of that, then we will have a better understanding of really the community spread out there. Additionally, it has also triggered plans to direct recovery program. I have impaneled a group of representatives from the community to be my advisors. It includes epidemiologists, it includes medical personnel, it includes business community, the private sector, the industry, tourism industry, and of course government agencies. These panel will be the one to look at a plan of how and what the best strategy is to do the recovery. The recovery, I have to tell you, is going to be gradual and going to be controlled and going to be monitored very closely. So restrictions are going to be lifted, but they're going to be lifted gradually.
As for the latest in the CNMI, the number of COVID-19 cases has risen by 1. The total number of confirmed cases there now stands at 13. Meanwhile, CNMI Governor Ralph Torres announced today the arrival of thousands of additional test kits.
And 5,000 test kits has arrived again with the additional machine. Our goal is to start testing our first responders, our nurses and doctors, as well as our first responders' family. Hopefully we can start doing that sometime next week. Again, our ultimate goal is to try to do mass testing for everybody on the island. That's going to take a little bit longer, but we want to assure our first responders, our nurses, our doctors, and their families that we have the test kits that's needed in order for us to know where we're at.
As for an update on the USS Theodore Roosevelt, as of today, 94% of the crew have been tested, with 660 positive and 3,920 negative. 4,059 sailors have been moved ashore. 7 sailors are now at Naval Hospital being treated for COVID-19 symptoms. One of those sailors is in the ICU for increased observation due to shortness of breath. Additional national media report that starting Monday, the Navy will begin serology testing done through blood samples to study the virus outbreak on the carrier. And some of you may have seen them on the road this afternoon. A police escort was granted for a motorcycle motorcade to pay tribute to the fallen sailor aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt, who passed away on Monday as a result of COVID-19, as well as to honor another service member who passed away during a traffic-related incident recently. The motorcyclists were escorted by police from Agana onto Marine Corps Drive and seen all the way in Jigo. Currently, there is an order by the governor for mandatory social isolation and social distancing, and residents are urged to stay home. There's also a ban on all social gatherings. Daily roadblocks manned by National Guard members are set up along various roads from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. to ensure that only essential workers and residents picking up essential items are on the road. Island residents have been told to stay home during this pandemic crisis to contain the spread of COVID-19. The governor's social distancing orders are in effect until May 5th. And that's the latest on containing COVID. Please, everyone, we urge you to wash your hands, practice social distancing, wear a mask, and stay home. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas Matanani.